Hello guys, Amin here from detectingschool.com and welcome to this video. So in this video we are going to talk about the new Minelab Vanquish series that was introduced just recently by Minelab. So this machine was officially released on September 14, 2019, and as far as I'm concerned, this is just my opinion, it was released for two specific reasons. There might be others, but these are the most relevant reasons as far as I'm concerned. The first one is pretty much technological or technical, which is being able to offer the multi-IQ technology, which means being able to operate on several frequencies all at the same time at a lower price tag. As you know, before you needed to afford an Equinox 600 or an Equinox 800, which is pretty pricey, in order to be able to use this kind of advanced technology. And now you can afford these machines, the Vanquish series, with a 340, 440, or 540 at much lower prices, and still use this kind of, I would say, very good technology. And the second reason is, I would say, a marketing reason, is to be able to compete with the Garrett A series, whether it is the Garrett 200, 250, 300, 400, the Euro series. So at this point, before this machine was released, the Vanquish series were released, there was really no machines that were at the same price range as the A series from Garrett and have pretty much the same capabilities. So this kind of machines that was just released, the Vanquish series, are pretty much have the same standard as the same features as the A series, which would offer to the customers in general more options from this level of machines, and would also cause a lot of trouble probably to Garrett when it comes to the A series, because they will certainly compete pretty well with them. So here there are four options. You have the Vanquish 340, which is pretty much the cheapest one. There is the Vanquish 440, the 540, and the 540 Pro Pack. So each one has more features than the previous one. Sometimes they are pretty much significant. Sometimes they are not really that significant. So let's have a look at the main differences between them. Of course, there are a lot of differences. I'm not going to dive in everything, but I will just list the main differences that I think are relevant as far as I'm concerned. The first one is that the 340 doesn't give you the custom mode. Of course, there are the coin modes, the jewelry modes, the relic modes, but there is no custom mode that you can customize for your liking. So that's why for me the 340 is pretty much a beginner machine. So beginner machine, you are just going, if you are a beginner, you can get it, and you can just select the mode that you want, whether it is relics, whether it is coins, whether it is jewelry, and just start detecting with no problem. But for the custom mode, if you want a custom mode, it's in the 440 and above, 540 and 540 Pro Pack. In the custom mode, you can customize the settings that you like, depending on the ground conditions, depending on the targets that you are expecting, and things like that. So the 440 and above are pretty much for seasoned detectorists who understand the features, understand the settings, understand what how to customize a mode depending on the general circumstances. Another option is the Bluetooth. When it comes to headphones, the 340 and 440 don't have Bluetooth, so if you want Bluetooth, it's 540 and 540 Pro Pack. Another one is the sensitivity. When we talk about sensitivity, we talk pretty much about the size of whether it is the size and the depth, but it's more of a size. 4 levels of sensitivity means that you can't really go for very small sized targets, especially if you are looking for little nuggets, gold nuggets or something like that. But 10 levels of sensitivity means that you can go really for very small targets, like very small buttons, very small gold nuggets, if you are lucky enough, things like that. And finally, the size of coil. The 340 and 440, they have double D coils that are pretty much standard. For the 540, it has 12 and 9 inches DD coil that you can use. It's pretty bigger than the 340 and the 440, which means that you can cover more space while detecting. And the 540 Pro Pack, this is the only difference between the 540 Pro Pack and the 540, is that you get an extra coil, a smaller coil, if you want to find smaller targets. When you have a smaller coil, of course you cover less space, but you are more sensitive to smaller targets. So I still think that this is a very good news for detectors in general, to be able to use multi-frequency machines at lower prices. I still think that the Equinox is a much better machine than the Vanquish. Obviously this is the case. The main thing that you don't or the main limitation for the Vanquish series is that they are not fully waterproof. They are only the coil is waterproof, never forget that. So you can't dive your machine all in water, never do that. So this is in general my thoughts about this machine. I will do a comparison in the next video between the Vanquish series and the Equinox series, just to give you an idea about the main differences between the two machines. Hopefully it will be helpful for you. So that's it, guys. Don't forget finally to visit my website, detectingschool.com. You will find a lot of helpful resources regarding metal detecting, whether it is related to good locations, whether it is related to good machines that you should try, or simply just some tips that you can implement while detecting, and that could be very helpful depending on the target, depending on the ground conditions, depending on the weather. Also, I talk about these kind of things in some blog posts. So I'm sure that you will find it helpful, and thank you guys for sticking out for the whole video, and see you in the next one. Thank you.